Hello, everyone. Look, if you're listening to this, it's no secret. You're listening to day 5 of the 31 Days of Dread on October 4th, and not October 5th. Why is that? Because I saw the Joker last night. I saw it at 10 o'clock. Practically saw it at midnight. And I had to put this movie into the 31 Days of Dread, creating a new block. So Day 5 is going to be Joker, and Day 6, Sunday, this coming Sunday, will be The Crow. I think these two movies are perfectly paired because they're white-face, comic book, murderous individuals. But anyway, if you're new here, I'm Peter A. DeLuca, AKAPAD. You're listening to AKAPAD's Audio Audacity, and I welcome you. But let's get through that intro real quick and talk about this movie. With spoilers, I'm sorry, spoiler warning, who cares? Let's go. Wow, I feel like I hit you with a lot of information on that intro. But look, everyone, thank you so much. 31 Days of Dread is already it's just so much fun. I kind of want to say it's already a success. All the analytics are looking very good. And we're just marching on. There's so much more I wanted to talk to everyone about. So every time I sit down, there's like an anticipation to get to the next episode. I'll tell you one thing: Day 6, The Crow, is one of my all-time favorite movies. Every time I watch The Crow, it's like I'm watching it for the first time over and over and over again. Few movies have that effect on me, but The Crow to me is just something truly special. You could say it is a treat. Okay, the world is losing their mind over Joker. Now, going into this, one of my precepts was something very simple. Because just based on the trailers, I said this movie looks like Joker, but it's not going to be the Joker, and that was confirmed with Todd Phillips when he did some insight on the writing process, and he basically said, look, he said that the whole vat of acid thing, or whatever green goo the Joker falls in, it's dumb, it's unrealistic. I get it. And he said, look, we just extrapolated and we hypothesized what we think the origin would be in the real world. Now, look, I get that. But that is one of the faults of this movie. Now, before we go any farther, okay, Joker, let me say this right now. Joker will get all the Academy Award nominations, definitely. The music is fantastic, okay? There's this long violin, this long string that bleeds through this movie, and it's sometimes it's used as some of the Joker's anxiety, sometimes it's used just to give you anxiety. The music alone, who the hell did the music for this movie? I didn't even look it up. I'm so bad. Music, let's go, come on. Production, okay, music, oh my god, Hildur Goinen-Daughter. Hildur Goinen-Daughter. Okay, this woman. It looks like she plays the cello. So I guess it wasn't a violin, it was a cello. She is a master. Todd Phillips' use of her alone deserves an Academy Award nomination. Now, he will get nominated. We'll get nominated for writing. Joaquin Phoenix will get nominated. We'll get the Best Picture nomination. Now, by all accounts, this movie should win. It should win all the Oscars. It should win similar to Silence of the Lambs, and it should sweep. It really should. It deserves it. This will also be the first movie to have balls since I want to say off the top of my head, maybe 2007. Was it 2000? Every time I think of the number 7, I think of 11. Maybe it's 2011. Old Country, No Country for Old Men. That was the last movie to win, but balls. The movie right before that, or right after, was The Departed. also a movie with balls. So, ironically, a movie that is a little bit of a love letter to Martin Scorsese. One of the last movies that have balls that won an Oscar is also a Martin Scorsese movie. So there you go. So this movie, people are just going nuts about. They're saying it's going to incite violence, and like there a lot of people are like, no. I do kind of see that. I do agree with that angle. People clapped and cheered at the end of this movie, and it's like the movie leaves you a little bit uneasy. But the audience, who this movie's made for, this movie is not made for me, I got too much comic book knowledge compacted into my gray matter, into my skull. I cannot sit down and fully enjoy this movie from like an outer body experience. I have to watch it a few times and then do like a brain dump and then watch it again easily. Not saying I can't get there, but first time viewing, it's a little bit tough. But this movie's made for them. The audience that clapped and cheered at the end of this movie, they were taken on a ride. They were shown things they never thought existed. They were, their own expectations throughout the movie was subverted. This movie is a complete audience success. And I don't know. I think this movie, the budget for this movie, we'll just say $65 million. This movie is going to be huge. It's going to be a great bet by the studio. Low cost movie that is going to be insanely impactful. And everything surrounding this movie, though, okay? It's kind of funny because you would think if the Joker put out a movie of himself, and he would want people to act the same way. This is the reason why the Joker would put out his own movie, just from this, people wanting the movie banned. They want the movie outlawed. They want the movie put away. They don't want the movie shown. They want cops. The FBI have undercover agents in movie theaters. Movie theaters have signs. No one's allowed to dress up and go see this movie. There's no cosplay allowed. It's madness, and it's exactly the Joker, and it's just going to fuel this movie. It's incredible, and I love it because it literally just, the movie itself broke out of the movie, and it's just great. So one of my one major gripe against this movie, three, that quick. We got three gripes. Gripe number one. We have an a-hole Thomas Wayne that gets killed. We have the origin of Bruce Wayne, okay, or Batman, the Dark Knight. It really didn't have to be in this movie. You're supposed to feel sorry for the Waynes when they get killed, and they kind of portray Thomas Wayne as a big a-hole in this movie. Not good. That goes against the mythos and the lore. That's a bad move. Gripe number two: the trailers literally gave away every single hook and turn that this movie had. Not good. And number three: there's very little in this movie that you don't see coming. Now that's a little bit of me having too much in my head. I've seen too many movies. 31 Days of Dread puts me in like some type of parallel universe where I can literally see through movies. Maybe. Those are my three major problems. Now, you can just ignore all of them, and we still have a Best Picture of the Year. It's going to be exciting. I might, after the nominations come out, I might actually watch this year's Oscars. I think I watched a little bit last year's, but I might just watch them just to see this movie win and to have this movie conquer. I think it's so well deserved. Again, like I say this a lot, but finally, the Joker is a period piece movie that's in the metropolitan city that actually feels like the 70s. It feels like the period it came from. Huge success there. Joaquin Phoenix, it's hard to keep your eyes off of him. He through the movie alone, he draws you in. Is he like the premier actor of our generation? Yeah, I mean, I used to say Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Gosling kind of is I'm not really sure. He not enough output, I'll say. what Joaquin Phoenix constantly delivers, but he's an actor slash character actor, and it's wonderful. But I would say the top two actors of today would be Ryan Gosling and Joaquin Phoenix. They're my top two. Now, every single aspect of this movie is thought out and designed. A lot of it I was anticipating. The old Warner Brothers logo, the old fonts, even the type of score, the type of soundtrack. I was anticipating all of these. It didn't take me out of the movie when they delivered. It actually drew me in, and I do like there's a dated aspect to this movie for sure. I just felt like the movie could have looked a little bit more grainy. There could have been a little bit more grit to the actual film. It would have been nice if it was like a hotter, sweltering summer, like where people were a little bit more sweaty to create a little bit more anxiety and just like uneasiness just by the optics on the screen. Not a big deal, but look, people, you have to do yourself a favor, okay? It's early in the month. Do yourself an early Halloween treat and go see Joker. Go see this year's best picture by far. No one's even close at this point, but we are entering Oscar season too, so we'll see what comes out to compete with Joker. Joker right now is a front runner, and for the 31 Days of Dread, I am so happy to sign off because I'm just taken aback by this movie. I just want to sit down and talk about it more. I want to go out and see it again. But signing off, day 5 on day 4 of the 31 Days of Dread. Rock and roll, and I love you.